National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in. Veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
All right, let's go.
Tua now on first down. That one complete to Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 3rd and 7. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember,
after review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. picked off by Grant Delpit.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Hey, 31!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And again, it's Chubb. Powers through it. Flexing his muscle again. A good play there as the Browns strike from 16 and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chubb is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You're throwing that tight coverage. You see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Harrison Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Now a give to Mostert running right. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7-7, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
21G.
Here's Tua. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Watson changing the play. Here's Watson now on second down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Chubb running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. We're 2nd and 11.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Looking to pass. Tua.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So consecutive interceptions interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Third down and 6.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And Chubb will try the middle here. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked to...
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A give. This is Chubb. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Forced out to his left. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. That's
Throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
There he goes up the right sideline. And down right around the 37th. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards on the ground. Oh, design run for their wideout. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, they turn to Ford. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
Oh, look at this play call. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 27 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
21G.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Returnable for Grant.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown,
Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on second is Watson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down throw, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
There he goes, left side.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4.
21G.
One more time with Mostert.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
touchdown. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Browns are able to cover. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this
They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I stepped through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, and with that I climb to the peak. Don't ride no red, but they know what I'm on, they address me as chief. I be dripping water like a reef. Slid off with the bag, but I ain't no thief. It's a sweet, they ain't even have a chance. I've been locked on that cash in a trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like lambs. Should go tell your mans. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweet. It's a sweet. Yeah. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep, do my dance, Mr. Clean. Game nice, but I play it so mean. Front line, I'm protecting the team. John Madden, yeah, I boom with the scheme. Dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream. Paper chasing, I just made it my thing. Got the bag, I just need me a ring. GMF, hold it down for the team. It's a sweep, right? Shout out to Jokic, I'm locked in. Man, I swear that I'm focused. He toes up in the drip, I bet they didn't notice. Air Force Ones got me walking like POTUS. God's child, so I know that I'm chosen. Drake with me, man, I feel like DeRozan. Left and right wrist equally frozen. All four pockets equally swollen. It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Yeah. It's a sweep. It's a sweep. Yeah. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you could tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for these whips, ain't no rental. Steady breaking records, give them something to remember. Money, power, and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental. It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy. It's a sweep. Get that boy. It's a sweep. Get that boy. Hey, we ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yes, sir. It's a sweep. We the midweek. I tend to smile VVS on my teeth. Money made rather I'll never be beat. Got rid of Bronco, got SOTG. Deep in that jungle, came out with a meat. Got a trail like got 2K on my feet. Slide with the bros, I don't care what you think. 17 flash gonna go in a blink. Hey. Hey, Rich got no thirst, like what do you drink? Last of the real, yeah, my kind be extinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa, whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause it's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. man, talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man, talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 22. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
22 yards for Nick Chubb. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 82 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively, If they want to insist on going in that direction, make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Tua to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's a pickup of 3.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards there and a first down. A run with Mostert. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards.
After review of the play,
so not overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. And now off to the races down the right side. Off to the races, Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Justin Hopkins on 48.
CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he's got this down to the 35. In motion, Hill. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
21G, 21G. Hey.
Tua going to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Solo left side. Hey, 21 TX.
Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball?
After review of the play,
the fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still 2nd down.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Let's go.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua going to try and go quickly here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Browns 7-yard line.
On second down, Tua. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Watson's pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First contact at the 28-yard line.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's another Dolphins first down.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Turbo three, kick.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
20, TX.
Tua on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, 31.
A gain of a yard.
Hey, 59.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good for a Miami
Play
Dolphin.
action. Now it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Faking the give. Now Watson. And it is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some.
Give him 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Well, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to convert on 3rd and 14.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still 1st down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Watson off play action.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one complete to Hill. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle, 35 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Now they're going to fake it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down 27-21, 34 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Tua.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
Throwing Tua. This is caught by Waddle.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st down. Here's Tua.
That'll be caught by Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it down to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.